Junocklings. Now, it is Sunday, it is the 28th of September, and I'm about to do the voiceover for tonight's video, and I'm a bit behind. It's not ideal, just the way things have happened with work and everything is what it is. But before we get into doing that, I have got some new art supplies to go through. Now, I would have shared the entire unboxing with you, but unfortunately the box arrived looking like this. So I needed to make sure that everything was present and correct, which thankfully it is. But let's get into these things properly. So this is from the Cassie projects. Now before we start, I have got ink on my hands. One of my Sharpies exploded. I think the bottom of the barrel had split because that's actually from the bottom of the pen. So it's coming off. It's not as vibrant as it was, but just in case you see any weird colouring on my hands, that's why. So we have some stickers. Got the dinosaur bundle, which I'm not going to open that until I'm ready to use it. But this one is individual stickers, and it was the stickers I was most concerned about having escaped from the box. Thankfully they haven't. And we've got a little note from Cassie, which I love, so we're going to keep that one. And then we have, oh, I think that must be a freebie sticker because I don't think I ordered that one. Then we've got the Lo-Fi Panda, which I had to get because of my own panda character I've been designing. I'll flick him up on the screen so you can see. Now, I didn't know Cassie had that character when I designed him. We have the, is it Bunny Brontosaurus? Something like that. Anyway, it's Bunny in a dinosaur costume and I just love it. And then we have Felix and Buttons. I'm still remembering everybody's names. I'll get there. And I just think that is so cute. And then the emotional support monster, again, super cute. And of course I had to get the art prompt books because, as you know, I love my art prompt books. So we got the new one, the Art Hygge sketchbook, which is the autumn one, Art Vacation, and underneath we should have go the Art Growth sketchbook and the Art Advent sketchbook, and it all came with their freebie stickers. Now I'm not going to be getting into these into this video, obviously being a vlog, don't do a lot of art in the vlogs anymore, but I have got a video coming up planned, and I need to pick the prompt book for that. Potentially, I still haven't decided. I'll get into what the idea is in a bit, but I really need to go get this voiceover done. But yeah, I just wanted to go through these real quick, and yeah, super excited to get into them. I know I've not finished my other prompt books, but you know what, it's nice to have variety so you can swap and change. So yeah, really happy with those. So time to do this voiceover. It is the 1st of October, which is Wednesday. I forgot the day, yay! It's been a little while since I've been up here because on Sunday I managed to twist my ankle, so that meant coming upstairs was impossible. So yeah, I've been resting that. Yesterday, however, we did go into the city. I survived. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm still taking it semi-easy today because tomorrow I'm back at work and that's 8 hours stood on my feet all day. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. But what I wanted to share with you, I'm not doing a haul of what I got from the city purely because most of it is spoilers for future videos, so you'll just have to wait and see on those. However, what I did want to share with you is October is going to be something completely different. I say completely different, it's going to be themed, and I am doing Villain Month. Now, I actually planned on doing a Villain Week a while ago, and I had sort of some ideas of what I was going to do, and it was just all kind of formulating and things like that. I had one video sorted, one where I've got most of the stuff I need for it, and one other that I was still trying to decide what I was going to do for it. However, since planning that, I've had some more ideas and just thought it would be really cool to do it as a full month, and it just so happened that it would fit into October. Now, as I have mentioned, I don't celebrate Halloween. However, that doesn't mean bad guys aren't fun, you know, and it just kind of fits nicely in as well with having been working on the third draft of the novel, because as I've mentioned, I'm working on the antagonist for that, so you know, it's all going to roll nicely into each other. So for today I've got to do 2 intros, which I want to try something a bit different for those, so I need to wait for a bit later for that, and then I shall be getting into the art for the second video, because the first one's already recorded. I actually recorded it mostly back in January, but we'll get into that when that video releases on Sunday. The Pokemon video is just about set. There's one other thing I might get, I'm just debating, and then 2 other art videos. As I say, one I've got planned in my head. I'm gonna do that as soon as I've grabbed something to eat for lunch. And the final video I am undecided on. Just basically, I want to do a villain for one of my stories, and it's just deciding which one. I've got one for my other fantasy series that I know what he looks like and everything, I just don't know how I want to portray him. I'm thinking that I will do a customization, however I haven't found anything suitable to customize yet, and I've got nothing in my storage that I can use. The other one, I want to design a villain for my comic book, which I haven't done that at all yet. I've been mostly focusing on the main characters for that. I have got a semi idea, so for that what I'm thinking is I want to do an unsuspecting animal. And what I mean by that is, you know, when working in the animal kingdom, most villains are portrayed as predators. You know, there have been some exceptions to that, like in Zootopia, if you've seen that. Not all the bad guys were predators. I won't go into it because obviously spoilers if you've not seen it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's actually really cool. One of my favourite Disney's sort of more modern films. And also the sequel's coming out very soon. And there was, I'm trying to think what this one was called. Into the Wild, something like that. I'll flash up an image of it. Again, it was a Disney, and if I remember correctly, I've only seen it the once and I can't remember the full story, but I'm fairly sure when the animals escape and they're confronted by dogs, I'm fairly sure one of the breeds was a poodle, which I love that because, again, normally when dogs are portrayed as villains, it's going to be your Rottweilers, your pit bulls and all that sort of stuff. Seeing other breeds be shown as villains is always good because 90% of I can talk today, I promise. 90% of the time, dog issues like this are owner based. You know, it's yeah. That's a whole rant for another time, and I'm not going to go into it today. But yeah, it's usually the owner, not the dog itself, that's the issue. But I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to go make some art. No, I'm going to have lunch, then I'm going to make some art, and I'm quite excited for October.
like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be like by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
It is currently I didn't put my watch on today, 19th of October, I think, and it's been a couple of weeks since I last recorded anything for the vlog because, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I did come down with a pretty nasty cold, so I didn't really feel like doing anything. Apologise for the computer making noise in the background. It is currently exporting tonight's video, which again is going to be close call. It's actually going to be late tonight because two reasons. One, I still got to do the thumbnail, and two, I need to do the intro, doing something a bit similar to last week. However, I wanted to do it a bit different and I had to wait for the item to arrive so I could do it. It's one of these things I just had a last minute decision to idea. So I got a new toy and quite excited for this. It's just a light, you know, but it changes colours. And so yeah, there's that. Obviously I did record the other day where I unboxed and organised my markers. I got a new shelf for those because, as well as being ill, we also had a flat inspection. Because we rent, they like to
keep an eye on us every now and again, just to make sure we haven't destroyed the place, which obviously we haven't. So yeah, there was just a massive like getting stuff sorted for that, trying to get things tidy and organised, and the floor up here is the barest it's ever been, and it's kind of weird and I don't like it. You've seen how messy it can get up here. So yeah, there's that. And then I got these little samples from a company we went to as kids, and it was called, I think it was just called the Paper Mill Shop then. It's now Paper Mill Direct. It may have been that, I don't remember. It doesn't look like it's a physical store anymore. But basically there were these shelves and shelves and shelves of paper and card in all different colours and stuff, kind of like cube shelves, and you would get a box and you would fill it with as many as you wanted. You know, you could just take a couple of one and like 10 of another, that kind of thing, and just chuck it all in, and you'd pay however much it was. And I did have some for a long time, but I might have given it to my sister. I really don't remember what happened to it. I did use some of it for paper crafts and stuff, but I've been wanting to get back into paper crafting because I haven't done it for a while, and I've been inspired by other YouTubers, including Sin City Yeti, and yeah, I just felt like it's time I started again, so I wanted to get some samples. Now, I had hoped the samples were a bit bigger, but you know, it's what it is. Some of them are usable. You know, it's just a shame they got the printing on them like that, especially the ones that are only single-sided, because that doesn't give you much, because it feels like a waste. You know, it's not that I wanted to get, you know, free paper, well, kind of. I mean, this was $1.50 for 10 different colours, and I'm kind of glad I got this, not so much for testing the colours, but this glittery one, it's not sealed, so I want to avoid that, whereas these ones, it is sealed in, so that's good. And yeah, because I don't want glitter shedding everywhere. But yeah, some really nice colours, so I'll definitely be acquiring some of that in the future. What else was I talking about today? Oh yeah, so Villain Week, Villain Month. It was gonna be Villain Week initially when I had the idea after drawing Ratigan. Like I said, I started that like right back in January. But because of the issue with the pencils, get my head on straight in a minute, maybe, you know, it just took a long time to finish. Then I thought, well, then Destined Rivals came out, and I thought, great, I can do like a couple of videos for a week, and that would be really cool. So it would be Villain Week. Still took me ages to get into doing the Ratigan, getting that finished, and put it off, and that's when I then decided, you know what, just use the previous pencils I had, because this was before I got the Artex ones. So yeah, there was that, and then it was like, well, what else can I do to make it Villain Week? So I've been thinking about doing that, and then when I finally got it done, this was, I want to say it was back in July, hang on, got the sketchbook here, it will tell me. This is why I date everything I draw, so I know when I did it. Yeah, July I finished that. I did start editing it, and then I realised I hadn't done the Destined Rivals video, and I thought I wanted to do something else as well, as I say, and I was still thinking about that. And then what was it, a few weeks ago, I think, certainly before October, I just decided, why not make it a full villain month? So here we are, and it just so happened that it fell in October. I didn't plan it that way, it's just the way it worked out. I would have done it earlier in the year, but you know, things weren't ready. I've still got one more video to do. Still got to film the Destined Rivals one. Hopefully can do that tomorrow. I'd hope to do it today, but the weather's been so rubbish, hence why the lighting's a bit off today. So yeah, so Destined Rivals, and then this one other video which will be for next, probably won't be next week. Next week will be the Destined Rivals Pokemon video. So it'll be the following Sunday. Because I really want to do it where I'm still posting an art video and either a Pokemon video or a vlog. Not just one or the other, because I've got so many art ideas at the moment. However, because I'm behind and fell even further behind with videos with being ill, yeah, I really want to get them out together, but yeah, I haven't recorded much of anything. I've started a couple of other videos, but just, yeah, didn't get anywhere. As far as the cold goes, it's still lingering, still sneezy sometimes, it's not great, but I feel like doing stuff again, which is the main thing. Jay unfortunately has it now, which we had a feeling that would happen, but it's what happens. Families share. So yeah, the villain month thing has been a lot of fun so far. The final art video will be designing a villain for my comic book series. Now that is going to be a bit tricky because I haven't got a full story planned for it or anything. I've literally got a mock-up of the first page on an acetate sheet on the wall over there. I've got a couple of the characters designed, 3 or 4 I've done now, I can't remember. You'll see those in another video when I get to posting that one. So yeah, I mean, I have a vague idea. I think I mentioned it earlier in this vlog, I don't remember. It might have been in the Ratigan video, probably was, where I'd like it to be an animal that's not necessarily associated with being a villain. So, you know, I know that's been done a couple of times, like in Zootopia there was a shrew and a sheep that were villains. What else is... I thought of a few others, but now that I'm here recording it, they've all gone, of course. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I'd like to do. Whether or not I do that, I don't know. We shall see. The other reason why I haven't got much of a story going for the comic is I am debating making it an interactive comic book. Again, something I've not decided on yet. Yeah, I'm just going to play it by ear when I get to it. As I said, I've already got the sketchbook for it. There will be some footage that I'll insert in a minute of some writing I did earlier. Super speedy writing. I suddenly had an idea in the shower for a scene for the second novel. Now, I have actually started writing the first draft of this. I hadn't intended to, but because I feel like almost like I'm wasting my mornings at the moment because I'm not writing. I'm reading, so you know, there's input going in, but I wanted to write as well. And because I'm editing for the third draft, I can't take my whole computer downstairs. And I've got the laptop, but it's on the computer. I haven't uploaded it to the cloud so that I can work on it in both places. I could do that. I don't feel like doing that because it's not just the laptop that would have to go downstairs. It would be the notebooks and the full manuscript. So I'd rather just have it all up here. So yeah, that scene was actually a lot of fun to write. It's a confrontation scene right at the end. So the second book, computer's stopped. That's nice. Yeah, the second book, I knew when I started writing it, I decided which of the original stories I was going to use. What I hadn't decided was kind of how the villain was going to be more sort of magical or fantasy themed, whatever you want to call it, because he was a killer and a kidnapper in the original, and I'm still kind of sticking to that, but I wanted it to be different and more fantasy for lack of... That's the only way I'm trying to describe it without spoiling it too much. So yeah, and I just had this scene suddenly play out in my mind, and I had to get it onto paper, not just quickly to get it out of my head and onto the page, but also because I needed to edit tonight's video, and I was still like way behind with that. Hadn't done the voiceover, I'd done the video editing, edited all the footage, and it wasn't till I was doing the voiceover that I realised I hadn't actually put the transitions in, but it was too late for that because the way I've kind of changed the method of editing, because the laptop still plays up sometimes when I try and edit, so I've just decided, you know what, let's just do it straight on the computer. But from a voiceover point of view, what I attempted today, and I probably won't keep doing it going forward because it was way too complicated, and I'm sure I can probably do the voiceovers directly onto the PC. I haven't looked and checked the apps and where everything plugs in and all the rest of it, and if I've got enough USB. No, I don't even know if I've got a mic plug actually on the PC. I'd have to look, though I think the wire has a USB connect. I don't know. I'll figure it out another day. Yeah, so yeah, it was a bit of a mess. Wasn't the way I wanted to do it, but it was too late, and if I started again, it means the video wouldn't be out probably until next week, and I really don't want to fall another week behind. I know technically it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, I just, like I said, I've got so many video ideas at the moment. I hate falling behind because it pushes everything back. You know, I've got my sculpting video working on, which, hold that thought, just thought I'd show you. This is part of one of the characters I am sculpting. I've not finished blending in around the face. That's kind of where I got to. Yeah, so this is part of the big sculpt project, and the reason it's taking so long is because I suddenly decided instead of just doing one, I would do 5. I don't know why I decided to do that, but in theory I'm gonna get back into it maybe end of this week, but there's another video I want to do first that I think is going to be quicker, because what I'm trying to balance is sort of the bigger project video. I'm going to put him down before I squash him completely. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is have one big project on the go and then work on little projects in between. So I have started the second episode of Create This Book, yep. And I have kind of started the second episode of Draw Stuff Outside, but that's a bit tricky at the moment because the weather's rubbish, so I will probably just draw stuff inside and just use footage of stuff outside. Sorry about that, Jay was reminding me that we had the recycling to sort before it got too late, too dark and started raining again. So that's all done. Headphones, because I had to rewatch the last couple of minutes because I completely forgot what I was talking about, which, let's face it, that's not unusual for me. Anywho, so oh yeah, as well as Draw Stuff Outside, what I was saying about that is I'll probably use photos and footage of stuff I've taken previously to inspire the prompts. It's probably going to be the best way now that the weather's gone naff. And I've also got Cassie's 4 prompt books that I want to start working on. There's a lot. I've got a list. I've got 2 lists. I've got the list of videos I'm doing for this month, and then the list of videos planned for November and December, plus a couple of extra videos I want to sneak in as well. I've got another mystery box video coming up, which I'm really excited about. I've got one more due any day. I ordered it yesterday, and it's a big one. Quite excited for that one. Then I want to do a round number, so I think that one takes me up to 17. I'm not sure, I'll have to double check the ones I've already got, because basically what I've been doing, I think I mentioned it in the previous video, is I sort of stash them, hoard them until I'm ready, you know, I've got a few, and then record unboxing all together. But before I will record that one before I'm ready to post it. Like, I'll post it quite a bit later because I'm gonna be brain into gear. Okay, so I'm gonna be starting the first customization soon. That's the plan for this week. I'm gonna start that one, as well as doing this villain design. But that's using air dry clay. So yeah, I'm thinking it might be quicker than doing, well, certainly it's only one character, so it'll definitely be quicker than sculpting Fythe. Yes, I did get some more air dry clay. I got something different. I won't go too much into that right now. We'll get into that in that video. Oh, what else? So much has happened and been planned and stuff. Oh yeah, there's another customization video I was gonna start. I was probably gonna start it this week, but unfortunately I had to send the item back because it was faulty. So with this one, it was on Amazon, and I only had the option, although it said refund or replace, it only gave me the option for a refund, so I've got to reorder it, which I haven't done yet. I need to do that, get that in so I can start on that one. It's quite a lot. And we still haven't, I haven't started the Christmas ones yet. I wanted to have at least started those in the next week or so. We shall see if I get to do that. I'm hoping so, because I'd like to post some Christmas themed videos, because if you didn't know, Christmas is my favourite time of the year, also my birthday month, so yeah, I really wanted to get some stuff done for that. It's a lot, and I need to stop waffling because I need to go do this thumbnail for tonight's video, otherwise that's gonna delay. I mean, technically I could just post it without the thumbnail and add the thumbnail later, because I've just realised I took photos of the artwork and because it's the sweet themed character design thing video that I've done, and I took a photo of the packaging and the artwork. I forgot to put in a photo of me. I might not put one in. I didn't in the Ratigan one. Ratigan kind of flopped a bit, but that was to be honest, I'm not surprised. It wasn't, like I said, I didn't enjoy it because I was struggling so much with the pencils anyway. Yeah, time I stop waffling and get on and get some work done, because I gotta cook dinner soon. Finally put my watch on and I gotta go down in about half an hour to cook dinner ish, so I need to get cracking. So yeah, you're coming along with me and watch me create a thumbnail. It is Monday the 20th. I remembered to put my watch on today. So today I've already been writing for the first draft of the second novel. Managed to get the video out yesterday just. I think it went up about 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. Try not to do that again. This week's video is the Destined Rivals ETB opening, so that I can pretty much get done in a day, possibly later today if the weather lets up. Lighting's not too bad at the minute up here, but you know, just don't know what it's gonna do. And yeah, so that, like I say, that won't take too long to edit or record. I just discovered that a program I used to use as a kid, say program, somewhere between a program and a game, still exists. Didn't know it still existed, so I will be installing that on the computer in a bit. I've already downloaded it, just got to install it, and it can be used in videos. I've already checked the sort of licensing agreement on that, which is really exciting for me. We'll get into that in the voiceover. Then I will be starting or doing some more work on Create This Book today. And one thing I forgot to mention yesterday is I've finished the panda artwork. I think it's a bit too busy for like t-shirts and stickers and things. I need to figure out what I want to do to change it. But I'll insert that here. And I also need to pick his name, because originally the only one that was sort of voted on, it wasn't really voted, but the opinion given was Duke. Sorry, had to think. But actually I came up with another name possibility. So I'll link a poll in the comments below. Get you guys to vote. So it'll be between Audio, Duke and Radio, because I thought Radio might be cute for him. But yeah, just let me know what you think. So I'm going to crack on with today, and you're coming with me. It is Tuesday and I've got the last 2 videos to record for the villain month stuff. One of them I'm not sure when I'm releasing because technically it would be out after the end of October, just because of the way the days fall, but I'm thinking if I get it out this Sunday, then it would all fit and that would be okay. It's just whether or not really I can edit everything in time. I still got to record the art video, but it shouldn't take too long to do. It will be a relatively short video, I think. I'm not sure. But I'm going to do the Pokemon one now and hopefully get into the art one, we shall see. And then I need to get into editing. So lots to do, not a lot of time because it's already 5 to 3. But you know, we've done the washing today. I had to run to the post office today, and so yeah, I got a lot done and I've been working on the second novel. But yeah, I just need to actually get some work done on videos, so I'm going to stop waffling. Let's get into today. It is Monday. Apologise for the computer in the background, but I suddenly realised I forgot to do an outro for this vlog that I'm doing. So here we are. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Welcome in. Love having you here. Hope to see you around, and I've got lots of stuff coming up as mentioned in the vlog. So yeah, remember to stay uniquely you, and I'll catch you Nooklings next time.